Hi, I'm Coach Robb. Just wanted to explain the concept of inverse relationship between volume and intensity. When you look at where your body sources calories from during a workout, it's in direct correlation with your intensity level. As a rule of thumb, the higher the intensity level, the more stored sugar you're going to burn. In your body, you store sugar in the form of glycogen in your liver and in your muscles. Okay? So what I want you to understand is as you bring the intensity level up, you're depleting your stored sugar levels in your body quicker and quicker and quicker in direct correlation with your intensity level. Okay? So what we always say is there's an inverse relationship between volume and intensity, because there's no way that you can go very, very long at an extremely high level of intensity because you simply can't provide enough sugar to your working muscles. Now, the second side to that equation is not only is it difficult to produce enough sugar for the full duration, it also becomes more difficult for your body to get rid of lactic acid. Lactic acid, very simply, is a byproduct. There's a hydrogen ion that's released when your body burns sugar, stored glycogen. Okay? So what ends up happening is that hydrogen ion is released. It's acidic in nature, hence the word lactic acid. It hits the muscle tissue and it burns. Okay? So here's what's important for you to realize when you're looking at your training schedule and you're looking at your individual workouts on a daily basis. There always has to be an inverse relationship. If you're going to be if you're going to be exercising at a very, very high intensity level, the duration of that interval has to be relatively short. If you're going to be going for a longer duration of time, you have to bring the intensity down. Okay? If you don't think about where your calories are coming from, what you'll end up doing is running into what we call a state of bonking, where your blood sugar levels get to a point where your mental clarity is adversely affected, the contraction of the muscle tissue is adversely affected, and you have no choice but to slow down no matter what form of training you're doing. Okay? So as a rule of thumb, if you're going to be doing something longer in duration, you need to be pulling your intensity level down. We have all of our athletes use a heart rate monitor so that they can quantify and be specific in regards to what they perceive as difficult versus what the actual number is indicating. If you're watching this video, you're competitive at some level, and what we have found historically with our athletes is if you ask them to go out and do an easy workout and you dump their heart rate data and you get an average heart rate, then you ask them to go out and you ask them to do a relatively intense workout, you dump the data and you compare the two numbers, what they perceived as being easy is usually within about 5 to 7 beats of what their actual high intensity workout was. So what that ends up leading to is a state of overtraining, burnout, all the negative side effects of training too hard for too long of a period of time, too often each week. Okay? So that's what we wanted you to understand, is there's an inverse relationship. That's not the context of this video, but when you're not burning sugar, you're burning more fat. Okay? And what we want you to understand is if you're going to be taking the intensity up, you need to be bringing your interval duration down. If you have any questions about this whole concept, please feel free to email me directly. My email address is Robb, R-O-B-B, the number 3 @earthlink.net, and thanks for watching the video.